Hi, everybody. This is a series of interviews that we're doing for the Martin Luther King commemoration dinner that's happening in January. And I'm very pleased to have a very esteemed guest. His name is Alan Steiner. He is the board chairman of the Preservation Center, the Preservation Organization.
Preservation Company of Peekskill.
Preservation Company,
Yeah.
yes. It is a .org, that's why I said that. The Preservation Company is very much engaged in helping to place people that might have been displaced. As far as housing, they're very involved in housing in the Peekskill area. And I welcome you, Mr. Steiner, thank you.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thanks so much for having me.
May I call you Alan?
Yes, please.
Okay, that I can remember easier. Yeah. Okay, so tell me about your role in the Preservation Company.
Well, I'm the board chair. We have a volunteer board. There's 9 of us that sit on the board. We normally have monthly board meetings where we review what's happening and the different projects that the Preservation Company is involved in. We have an attorney that advises us from the Housing Action Council, which is involved with a number of not-for-profit housing companies in Westchester. Mm-hmm. And we're involved in a lot of things. We're a small little company. We, at least in the beginning, we didn't have any substantial amount of money, but there's a number of programs that we're involved in.
Well, you're a small company and you're taking on a huge task. Housing is definitely an issue in America, and I'm very pleased to see that something's happening on a local level. I understand that you actually help people that might be first-time home buyers.
Yeah, that's one of the programs that we have. Mm-hmm. And it's a program that we do cooperatively with participating banks. And okay. Part of that is helping people like clean up their credit scores and do what they need to do. But there also is a matching grant program where for each dollar they saved, a certain amount is matched up to a total of $7,500 to help them with their down payment and to move ahead with the process.
So that also involves the alternate forms of financing, I imagine, alternative forms of financing or funding, I should say, in order to match a grant.
Yeah, sometimes the people are needy and deserving and just not able to put that money aside, mm-hmm. and sometimes we're able to provide like their match from another source.
Well, that's really a beautiful thing. Now, you know, in the Martin Luther King Committee, the Commemoration Dinner Committee has decided to interview you because we felt that you probably, because of the kind of work you do as a volunteer, have something to say or have some thoughts about the legacy of Martin Luther King and how that might apply to what you're doing.
Well, you know, there's a debate in America about health care, about whether it's a right or a need.
Yes.
Well, there's also, you could have that discussion about housing too, and whether it's a right, it's clearly a need and it's a dream that people have. And mm-hmm. you know, one of the American dreams is to have home ownership, and I think it fits in with Martin Luther King's dream for the way America should be.
That's wonderful. And have you found that the people that you collaborate with, the other entities such as, you know, the people that own these houses, these homes, or the people that are actually renting, have they been like, you know, forthcoming? Do they share your vision?
Well, I think sometimes if you really haven't had the opportunity, it's hard to appreciate what you get right away. But I think you know, hopefully it'll be a legacy for them, and like in that movie, you know, Pass It On or whatever it is.
Yeah, pay it forward.
Pay it forward, that you know, they may eventually end up doing that.
I'll ask you one more question. Do you find that since you've started doing this, and I understand you started doing this in 1986? Yeah,
we were formed in '86.
Yeah. What do you find as far as the changes? What changes do you see since then?
Well, it's interesting. In the beginning, we did mostly affordable housing and homeless housing, although we didn't always call it that for political reasons. But now we're doing more with first-time home buyers, and also we have a program to help needy homeowners do renovations to upgrade, like if they need roofs or new kitchens or heating systems, that we're able to help them with that. And we also have a program for people that own buildings to upgrade those buildings if they'll agree to rent to low-income people for a certain period of time.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate you coming and engaging in this interview with me. And I really do look forward to seeing you at the dinner in January 20th.
It's a great event. I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, it's going to be outstanding, and mostly because you're involved. Thank you so much.
You're too kind.
Alan Steiner,
Yeah.
thank you. So that's it for today, and we have more coming as far as other interviews of people that are involved in the Martin Luther King commemoration dinner on January 20th. Stay tuned and stay tuned to your public access station. Thank you. I want to ask you one more question, and it's really very important to this actual event. The arts, and the artists in Peekskill and beyond are very much involved in this particular dinner. There'll be an auction, I'm sure you're aware of, and somehow we've decided as a committee, and this was decided before I was even on the committee, that it's very important that the artists are involved in this particular event. And the artists will be involved in this event on an ongoing basis. What is your thought about that, the arts and Martin Luther King Jr.?
Well, first of all, I think having the artists that we have here in Peekskill really adds to the richness and diversity of the city. And when you look at ways to commemorate Dr. Martin Luther King, a lot of that is through the arts, whether it's through music
Yes.
or other forms of expression, painting, sculpture,
Yeah.
whatever. And I think it's great to have a community that comes together, including all sectors, the business community, the social service community, government, but also the artists that really, especially here in Peekskill, play
Yeah.
such an important part.
Right, as Peekskill has become an artist's mecca, and it's growing and growing, and I think the businesses are starting to take notice, which is nice.
I think that's true.
Yeah, and I think that this particular dinner, I don't know if you agree, I think that it really speaks to that, because we will be having an auction. And will you be involved in the auction? Are you an artist as well of some
No,
stripe?
I'm not. I have artists in my family, but that's above my pay grade, I think.
Well, perhaps you're a performing artist. I've heard some rumor about your beautiful singing voice.
That's true. Yeah.
I won't put you on the spot just yet. I've been known to do that, but I won't ask you to sing a few tunes for us. But are you,
Only if you join me.
well, if I know the words, I will. I might get kicked off the committee, but what will you be singing?
We're doing. I'm singing in a group. It's a barbershop chorus, and we're singing at the tree lighting at the Botanical Garden today.
Nice.
And we're singing, Christmas songs and some holiday pieces as well.
Oh, great! I love
Yeah.
Christmas.
But we're very appreciative of the artists and the contribution they've made and the donation of the artwork that they've done. I mean, the first year they were there, it was just stunning to see, how much creativity and talent and expression and emotion their works evoked in people.
Right, right. And I think that art somehow spiritually ties us together in a very mysterious way, if you allow yourself to embrace it. And I'm really happy to be a participating artist as well. And I look forward again to seeing you, at the event. And I want to hear you sing. Sing me something. It's Christmas time. Sing. Now,
Wait till the event. Wait till the event.
Okay, I'll wait till the event. I'll wait anxiously.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank you
sure.
very much, Alan Steiner.